Yeah. Hi, good morning. In today's session, we're going to discuss about the Snowflake functions. In that, one of them is date and time functions. If you take any of the ETL projects, this date and time functions is very important. Now, we're going to see various date and time functions in Snowflake. We have different family of functions used to construct the date and time, and then you can convert the date and time, and then you can extract the day, hour, minutes, seconds, nanoseconds. You can able to extract it, or you can able to modify the date and timestamp data. Okay, we're going to see the construction of date and time, and then we're going to convert the one data type to another data type from timestamp to time, and then we're going to extract the data like hours, minutes, date, month, year, and then we're going to modify the date and timestamp data as well. First one is we're going to focus on the construction part, how to get the date from paths. The first one is the date from paths. So now coming under construction part. If you provide a part of data means like year, month, day, then it will generate a date for you. Though I'm giving the parts as an input, I'm giving year separately, month separately, and date separately. But what will be the result finally? It's going to return a date for us. That's what it's called, date from parts. From the date from parts, it's going to create a date from an individual numeric component that represents the year, month, and day of the month. If you provide the year as a numeric component, month as a numeric component, day as a numeric component, what this day from parts will do? It's going to return a if I pass year. See, I am passing year as a numeric value, month is a numeric value, day is a numeric value. What the date from parts will do? It's going to return a date for us. It's going to return a date for us. That's called date from parts. I'm giving a part of values. See, right? This is a part. This is a part. This is a part. But finally, it's going to return a date. That's why it's called date from parts. Now, what I want to show is I'm going to show some examples for date from parts. See here, I'm passing some numeric value, 1977. And then year is 1977, month is 8, and then day is 7. Now, finally, what is giving to you? Date. It's giving the date. That's what it's called, date from parts. We can able to do the construction. We can construct a date based on the numeric component of the year, month, and day. Now, next example I want to show here is, this is very important. I want to show here date from parts. The year I passed 2010, and then month as 1. Month as 1. Just once again, month as 1. Day as 100. Okay. Now, which day it will construct? Which date it will construct? I am passing year as 2010, month as 1, but day is 100. Now, can you see the date? Which date will come? Can you guess the date? Which date will come? Though I given 100 days, right? Which date will come? I given the month as well. From the month you have to calculate 100 days. From the month you want to calculate 100 days. April. I need the exact date. I'm asking the exact date. What the date will be? It will look like here, though it is April, right? You said April. Now you can see it be a 10th April month, and then date is 10. Though it's 100 days, right? Jan, February, March. Yes. Yeah, it will be 10 days for us. Now, next one is, you can see, another example they shown here is year as 2010, and then just once again, I will show. Yeah. And then month is 25 months. 1 plus 24? 1 plus 24?
25 months.
25 months. And then date is going to 1. Now, can you say corresponding date? You have to say the date.
2012 February.
2012?
February.
Who said February? See, you didn't understand the question actually. It was 2012, but though it's 20th month, 20th month means 2 years. 2 years will be 20 months, right? And then one more month is January. That's what we're getting January month here. You're seeing, right?
Okay, sir.
Now, this is how you have to consider the date from past. You can consider a date. Now, you have to say the example answers to me. Now, for this, what will you answer? Date from past. Though the month is 1, date is 1. What date is going to exactly?
1/1/2004.
2004, correct. Next one. 2004, 0 and 1. Month is 0. Month is 0 means you have to go 1 month back. This is a 1 month prior to the date from. Okay, you have 0 months means you have to go from the current month, you have to go 1 month back.
Okay. 1/12/2004.
112. Who said 112? Who said
1 means
I said, sir.
31/12.
What's the year will be? Year will be
2003.
3 and then 12th month.
12/12/1.
Who said 12/12? 12th month, the first day. 12th month, first day. Next one. First. Date from parts. 2004. And then month will be -1. -1 means see, 0 is previous month, right? -1 means 2 months back. From the current month, 2 months back.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you give the date, exact date?
2003. 11.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, correct. You can see, right? 11, 1 will be there. This is how you can able to construct. Okay, now it's very easy. Okay, for you it's very easy. Though it's all positive values. From the current month, you have to put +2. You will get what will happen, right? January, February. Okay, you will get February month. You can see, right? February month. And then again 2. Again you'll get what will you do, right? Though it is 0, right? Yeah, this is what I want to say. Now 2004, 2, and then it's 0. 0 means 1 day prior. 1 day prior means it's going to be which day? 31st day. January 31st day. January 31st day. Because 31. If you give 1 means February will come. But I'm giving 0, it will go to the prior date. Now what will happen, right? You will get the 131 first month. You might have a question. I given 2 here. You should come February, but here the date is 0. 0 means previous day, 31 day. Now look at here. 24, 2 minus 1. -1 means 2 days prior from the date. Now which date will come?
31/2004.
Correct.
3.
Who said 3? Who said 3? What's the name of 3 here?
Oh,
it's positive value, right?
8 only change.
That's positive value, right? Only -1 means you'll get 30 only. 31 to 2004. Okay, now I think you are very clear now. Now for this example, you can see the results. 4, you're getting the month as -1, day as -1. What will the value?
29, 11.
Yeah.
2003.
We'll check. 29/11. Who said 29/11? Hey, 31 days, right? See, November month. November month will be there, right? Now, from the date, you have to consider 2 days, right? 31, 30. I got -1 only, right? 0
Yes,
minus
sir.
1. Yeah, 31, 30. Yeah, correct only. You're saying 29. Now, this is how the date from parts will work. Next one is very simple, time from parts. See, previously consider date, right? Now we have to consider time. Okay. Again, same thing. We have to pass a numeric component of hour, minute, seconds, and nanoseconds. 1 second equal to 10 to the power of 9 nanoseconds. Sridhar Priya, 1 second equal to 10 to the power of 9
9
nanoseconds.
nanoseconds.
Nanoseconds. This is what you want to see. Okay. I'm going to pass the numeric component. From that, I'm going to construct the time. Okay. Now we can see how we can pass hours, minutes, seconds, and nanoseconds you can pass. Now directly I'm going here. This is the one example I want to show you is if you are working in the snow side, right? If you want to alter this session, whatever session you're working, right? If you want to alter session, one more statement will be there. It's called alter session set time output format. What time output format setting is 24-hour format, minutes, seconds, f of 9 means nanoseconds. I said 10 to the power of 10 to the power of
9.
9. You can see f of 9, right? Nanoseconds. 1 second equal to 10 to the power of 9 nanoseconds. 10 to the power of, take calci, put 10 to the power of 9, you will get huge values, right? That much of value will consider as 1 second. Now, if you want to work in this session, right? This is a session, right? You want to work in the session. Now you can able to alter session as per this format. 24 hours format, you can able to change it. On 12-hour format also, you can able to change it. Only for this session, I'm saying. Okay. Once the session is closed, what will happen? Whatever you have set it, right, everything will go away. Okay. Now, I'm changing the sessions. Alter command. And then what I want to do is, now you have to see the answers. Select time from parts. It's a construction part. I'm passing the hours, minutes, seconds, and nanoseconds. Now, can you see the time? Can you say the time? 12 minutes, sorry, like I'm passing the 12 hours, 34 minutes, 56 seconds, nanoseconds is 987654321. Okay. Now, can you say the time? It's a 24-hour format. You should say the time for me now.
003456.
I said it's at 00, right? 00. Why 100? Though it's a
It's a
12 p.m. only, na?
24.
It's 24-hour format it is. I'm saying that 12 p.m. 12:34, 56, same value will get.
Okay.
Now for this example, it's very tricky. Time from parts. Now you can say 0 hours, 100 minutes, and 0 seconds. Now can you say the value time for me? Zero hours, 100 minutes,
12 o'clock, 100 minutes.
100 minutes, and then it's going to be like 0 seconds. What's the value?
12:03. And
I said
12
0 hours, right? 0 hours.
0 means 12.
Now what happened here? Though it's a 24 hours format, I'm saying to you. You know 24 format, right?
Yes, sir.
24 format. Again, say 0 means 12. I'm saying it's the railway time format, 24 format. Now, can you say the time? So today I'm asking the time with you. I given the numeric representation. Hours, minutes, seconds. You have to say.
Sir, I think it's 12, sir. 12.
Hey, 12 means 12 p.m. I'm saying it's Z, our zero here. Our is 0. I'm saying 100 minutes.
Three.
How will you get 3? Can you give some justification here? How will you get 3 here, there?
60 minutes, 1 hour.
It's still 1 hour. I given 100 minutes, right? How many hours will come for 100 minutes?
3 hours. 3.
100 minutes, 3 hours, right?
100 minutes. 1 hour.
1 hour?
15. It's 15 minutes.
Hey, I'm asking 100 minutes. 60 seconds, 60 minutes is a 1 hour, right? Now I'm talking about 100 minutes.
Yeah.
Very simple. Even a layman can able to answer
Sir,
for this.
1 hour 40 minutes.
1 hour 40 minutes. Now say the time. Now we can say the time. It's correct.
1 40
One.
minutes and 0.
1.
1 hour 30 minutes. 40
30,
minutes.
how 30 minutes will come again? I'm not able to understand.
40 minutes.
40 minutes and then how many seconds?
0 is
Seconds. This is what you can see. 1 hour 40 minutes 0 seconds. Now next one you can see from here. Now you can see 12 hours like 0 minutes and then seconds is 1 2 3 4 5. Now you have to say the answer.
12 hour.
0 minutes.
0 minutes.
1 2 3 4 seconds.
Yes.
What's the time now?
The same, sir. 12 o'clock. 0 minutes.
Hey, Sujita Priya, just to see that see the seconds. How many seconds we have? You have to convert the seconds into minutes. How blind you can say that it's 12 hours and 0 minutes? You have to consider seconds as well. Those seconds is 1 2 3 4 5, right? You want to divide 60 and then you have to convert into minutes. Then you have to say the time for us. Now the result is going to be 15 hours because I want to take this huge value in terms of seconds into minutes. I'm getting 3 hours, 25 minutes and 45 seconds I'm getting. Though why I don't know why I'm blindly saying these things because though it's a huge value 1 2 3 4 5 we want to convert 60 minutes equal to 60 minutes 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. Okay, and then now they're given in terms of seconds to you. You can divide by 60 and see what value is coming. That many hours you want to add it here. It's 3 hours, 25 minutes and 45 seconds. Got it? Now the next one is timestamp from parts. Okay, now previously we have seen date and time. Now we're going to see the combination. Both date and time we're going to see. That's why it's called timestamp. Okay, we're going to pass some numerical values. Based on numeric values, we're going to generate a timestamp from the pot of values. Okay, now you can see various time zones. LTZ means local time zone. NTZ means no time zone. TZ means time zone. Okay, do you know what is the LTZ? Local time zone means our time zone. What's our time zone is? In India, what's the time zone? Local time zone? Sujita, I'm asking a question to you. LTS means local time zone. In India, what's the local time zone? What format it will be? IST, right?
US. Oh, sorry, IST.
I'm asking about India. You're talking about the US. I'm asking the local time zone. What's the local time zone?
IST.
IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, that's what we can. Any countries that are working in the local time zone, you can use LTZ. If you don't need any time zones, as a server you want to work, you can use no time zone. If you want to specify in that time zone, right, you can mention like America / Eastern. Eastern means Canada. Okay. And then America, US, you can use Australia, you can use any time zone, and then based on that, timestamp will be converted into that format. This is how you can generate the timestamp. These are the syntaxes. I want to show syntax for you. You can pass a year, you can pass a month, you can pass a day, hour, minutes, seconds, and then you can pass nanoseconds as well. You can pass a time zone as well. Okay, any time zones you can pass. LTS it means local time zone. Local time zone. Local time zone, no need specific time zone here. Okay, you will take the local, what are you working, right? That time zone will take. No time zone means you no need to specify any time zone. Okay. And then one more function we have called time zone. Okay, you have to specify time zone like US, UK time zone. You have specify like Eastern or North. You have specify based on the time zone you can able to work. These are the various functions you have to use. If you need no time zone, you can use NTZ from paths. If you use local time zone from parts, you can use this function. If you need time zone from parts, you can use this function. Okay, good. Now, straight away going for this example. Now, you have to say, America, Los Angeles, which function I have to use? For American Los Angeles, I'm sitting in India. I want to work in the America, Los Angeles. I want to use which function? I want to use no time zone or local time zone I want to use. Though the person sitting in India, you want to work in America or Los Angeles time. Which function you have to
Time
use?
zone. Time zone.
Time zone you have to use. Okay. And then if I'm sitting in India, I need to work in my ISC format. Which function I have to use?
Local time zone.
Local time zone you use. Okay, if I know any time zone, as per server I want to work, you have to go for NTZ. No time zone you have to work for. Okay, now directly going for this examples. Whenever you are working with the time zones, you have to set this statement. If when you're working with non-time zone, right? No time zone, right? You can specify this command. If you are specifying some local time, right? You can use this sessions. As per the use case, you have to specify time zone. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work in America, New York timings. Okay, for that, what I'm doing is I'm altering the sessions, just alter sessions as per the America, New York timings. Now it will be altered. Now it will be altered. And then what I'm going to do is just I'm going to extract the, going to construct the timestamp. It's a LTZ from parts. LTZ means
local time zone.
Local time zone are going to work. Let's see the timings. Okay, I given the year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds are given. Let's see the time zone. What time zone is showing now? Now it's showing like okay. Though I'm not giving any current timestamp, right? Okay, it's showing like 12. What are the time given, right? 12. It's given the timestamp for us. Good. This is how you can generate a timestamp for the local time zone. This for the no time zone. Okay, if you are specifying no time zone, right? Now I want to show the difference for local time zone. What's the difference happening here? They are 4 hours back. They are 4 hours back from the GMT timing. See, every organization they'll follow the GMT timing, Greenwich Meridian timings. From the Greenwich Meridian timings, how many hours is getting delayed? How many hours getting delayed? From the
4 hours.
4 getting delayed. See, just you have to know all these things. Just guys Google it. Okay, now you can check the GMT time. What is the time now?
2:33.
There will be like 5.5 hours gap will be there. Okay, the GMT time followed by UK. Okay, UK following the GMT time. This is a global time actually. Globally, every organization will follow the GMT timing. From that only they will find the deviation. How many hours difference for the country? Okay, now if you see the timings, the UK timings, UK London timings, you can see What the time now? Same, right?
2:34 range.
Yeah, same time, BST timings. You can say the BST timings, British Standard Time. Same GMT they're following. Okay, but Indian timing is like 8 a.m. now. There will be like 5.5 hours difference will be there, right? 5.5 hours difference, not 5.5 hours.
Difference.
I think somewhat
4.5 hours.
who said see now it's 8 a.m. right? 8 a.m. Now 5.5 hours difference is there. It's showing that 5.5 hours difference between our timing as well as IST timings. Got it? Now I'm using this America Los Angeles. From America Los Angeles GMT, there are 4 hours delay is there. Now what I can say is now the time is 2:34. Now time is 2:34. They are still back 4 hours back. America is still 4 hours back. From when considered to GMT timings, they are still 4 hours back. 4 hours means what the time now? 4 hours means what the time now? 2 hours and then like around they have like 10:30 for them, right? Night 10:30
Yes,
p.m. for them for US now. Correct, right? Now I'll check the timings, user timings. You can see the 4 hours some gap will be there. 4 hours USA time. I said right for USA.
Yes, sir.
10
10:35.
p.m. What GMT timings? This is a global timing. Everyone has to follow GMT. UK also follow same GMT timings. Greenwich Meridian time. Okay. But India will be like 4.5 hours, but US will be 4 hours back. This is how you can see the differences. That's what I can say. That is a 4 hours difference is there compared to GMT. Got it? Now that's a no time zone. No time zone means they won't show any differences. It will give only a year, month, date, hour, minutes, seconds, and nanoseconds will give. Okay, yeah, I giving the nanoseconds in the FF9 format, though it contains only like 9 digits. Okay, those are it's a huge value, right? 10 to the power of 9 values nanoseconds, but you're given only 9 digits. That's why it's displaying 9 digits over there. And then the next one I want to show is timestamp no time zone from parts. Okay, I am passing one string value. From the string value, what I'm doing is I'm doing the conversion to the date. From the date, I'm generating this timestamp. Got it? And then I'm using one more function. Just I will show here. It's confusing for you as well. Now, what I'm doing here is I will remove this part, tabular column. Now you can see I'm passing 2 columns for the timestamp, no time zone. One is passing a string to date function. It will convert date. And then I'm passing a string value as to the time function, convert time. Based on a date and time, it will generate the timestamp for me. Okay. Yeah, now you can see I'm constructing the timestamp like year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds, and then the nanoseconds is going to be 000. And then now what I'm doing is I want to set some default time zone, right? You can set America, New York. What's the difference is there? For America, New York. What's the difference?
4 hours difference.
4 hours difference compared to GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. Okay, now you can calculate same thing here. And then 13, 4, 5, and then hours 12 means 12:00. Okay, now you have to set the session to New York. You have to set the session to New York. What I'm doing is I'm just it's New York only, right? Okay. This is how you can add the sessions and then you can able to see the differences. The last one I want to show is in the timestamp time zone from parts, you have to give the time zone. You have to give the time zone. I will say where to give the time zone. Just you can see. I'll remove these examples. Yeah. In the timestamp, no time zone, no need to pass in time zone here. But if it is TZ right time zone, you have to provide America Los Angeles. Okay. Now just what you have to do is it will give the time zone for you. You're seeing, right? How many hours difference is there? America, Los Angeles.
7 hours.
7 hour difference GMT. Okay, now I'm going for the Eastern. Eastern means Canada. They are following these timings. East, right? When compared to from America, it will be East. I'm going for the Canada timings. Let's see the Canada timings. I think it will be Eastern. Small is just Eastern. Sorry, should be a lowercase. Canada. I think what's the problem here? It should come right. No, just once again. American Eastern time zone, right? Time zone will be like a time zone. The format I was missing Eastern Standard Time, right? EST, ET, I think. Just you have to mention the ET. ET, you have to mention it, and then it will give you the Eastern timestamp. Let's see. I think it's not working for me. It's a Eastern time zone. Eastern time zone, Snowflake. Eastern time zone, we have to set for this. Yeah, it's going to be a US, Eastern, not America. It's going to be a US, Eastern. You have to specify it inside the time zone field. Okay, just you have to visit time zone field and make it as US, Eastern. Yeah, now you can see the timings. There, how many differences is there? Difference.
4 hours.
4 hours difference is there and compared to GMT. This is how we can able to generate the timestamp from parts. Okay, around like yeah, good. Now you can specify seconds as well. Now you can specify seconds from timestamp parts like minus 360 seconds, like 1 hour you can able to give by providing minus 3600. Automatically what will happen, right? 13, 4, 5. Now instead of 12 hours, it'll come 11 hours because I giving the seconds as 3600 seconds. 1 hour equal to 3600 seconds will be there. I'm subtracting. That's why getting 11 hours. Now, we're going to see about the extraction part. See, though the topic is date and time, in this, we have divided into construction subcategory. From the parts, we can able to get the date. From the parts, we can able to get the time. The same thing, second subtopic is something with extraction. Okay, like what we're going to do is, we're going to extract the hour, minutes, again, last day, month name. These are the various functions that are available in Snowflake to extract the hour, minutes, again, last day, month name, next day, previous day. There are various functions available. These are the very, very important functions while doing transformation in the Snowflake. If you require any hour or minute, you want to extract it, you can able to use this extraction functions. All functions you are looking in the left hand side, right? All are the extraction functions. And one more subtopic is addition subtraction. If you want to add the date from the current date, you can use date add. If you want to subtract from the current date, you want to subtract some date, you can use date diff. Okay, there are so many functions available. These are one subsection. For truncation, we have three functions we have. For conversions, we have various functions like to date, to time, to timestamp. Now, we're going to see extraction part. The first one is date part. What's the date part will do, right? It will extract the specified date or time part from the date, time, or timestamp. What they're saying is we're going to extract the specified date or time from a timestamp, from a date, we're going to extract it. Now, I already said, right? It's extract the specific date at time. Now, these are the various syntax we're going to see. Date part. In the date part, we have to pass date or time part we have to pass. Date or timestamp expression you have to pass. These are the arguments you can supply to this function for this date part. Okay, good. The same thing. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is directly going to show you example. Here, if you look at here, right, the date part. The date part, what I want to do is I'm going to give the argument as quarter. Argument as quarter. Just if you look at syntax, you want to give date or time part. Date part or time part we can give. Okay, now what I given here is I given quarter. Second one argument I want to supply here is date or timestamp. Date
Expression.
or expressions you have to supply. Okay, expression means you can pass date or timestamp you can supply. Okay, what I'm supplying is I'm passing only date. I'm casting into, though it's a string, right? Though it's a string, I'm casting into, though
Date.
it's a date type. Okay, in single quotes, if you give anything, right, it will be a string. I'm casting. Casting means double colon using double colon casting to date type. Now, what I want to do is, though I passed the date part is nothing but the quarter. Now, can you say which quarter it belongs to? Though it's a fourth month, which quarter belongs to? In a
Second
year,
quarter.
second quarter. In a year, totally 4 quarters are there. First 3 months will first quarter. Next 3 months, second quarter, like this, it's the second quarter. Though it falls on the fourth month, it's again quarter. This is nothing but date part. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use one select class. In that, I'm using what I'm doing. I'm using a two timestamp function. Two timestamp means I'm converting this string into timestamp. To convert string into timestamp, what function you have to use? To convert string into timestamp, what function we have to use?
Two timestamp.
Two timestamp we have to use. Okay. After that, I'm giving the alias as timestamp 1. Now, I'm going to supply this timestamp 1 column in the date part function is again the argument. In the date part, instead of quarter, I'm passing year. I'm passing year as, and then giving the alias is extracted year. Now, can you say which year I'll get? Which year I will get? Though it's a date part.
2024.
2024. This is how you can work on the date part. Now you can see extra date equal to 2024. Now the next one is the same thing. Okay, I'm converting string into timestamp using two timestamp function and giving a timestamp 1. Now using date part, I want to calculate the epoch seconds. Epoch seconds means from 1970s. From 1970s to current day, current hour, current month, sorry, current day, current month, current day, current hours. From 1972, you want to calculate up to current day hours. You want to convert the hours into minutes, minutes into seconds. From 1972 till date, seconds you have to calculate. Then you will get some big value, right? We want to start from 1972, current date, seconds you have to calculate. From 1972, current date, seconds you have to calculate. Then you will get some big value. That's what this epoch seconds will give. Now, what will happen, right? From 2024, fourth month, I'm passing the 8th date. Okay, from 1972, this date, and then up to this time, it will calculate the seconds. Now, if you look at here, right, it will give a huge value. 171,261,9560. This many seconds giving. From which date we are calculating? The starting date will be
1970.
1970. So January 1, 1972 Up to this date, you have to calculate 24, 4, 8th date, and then 23 hours, 39 minutes, 20 seconds, and then milliseconds is going to be 120 milliseconds, and then 7 hours difference is there. Because when compared to GMT, there is 7 hours difference is there. Okay, got it. This is nothing but your Unix epochs again. Now you understood, right? If you didn't talk about epochs again, you have to say from 1972, which date you want to calculate, you can able to
Current
find it.
date.
Not current date. Okay, whatever the specified date you have given here, from that date it will calculate. From now, that's called Unix epoch. We have to calculate from midnight, January 1, 1970, you have to calculate. Got it. Now, next one is same thing. See, same using that part. I want to find the epoch milliseconds. Milliseconds means what is the unit? For milliseconds, what is the unit? For nanosecond, 10 power 9. For milliseconds, nanoseconds, 10 to the power of 9 is a unit, right? For milliseconds, what is the unit? Sujita, I'm asking you, for nanoseconds, the unit is 10 power 9. For milliseconds, what is the unit?
It is
10 power 6. You have to make it 10 power 6. See, though they given the, see, I'm calculating milliseconds, okay? If you want to find in terms of seconds, what you will do? Though you are getting milliseconds, you want to convert into a second, 1 second. Otherwise, you can make it. You want to convert seconds. What will do? The unit is 10 power 6. A question is very simple. Given the epoch, it will give the epoch milliseconds for you. You want to convert into seconds. What will do? The unit is 10 power 6. Hey, you want to see? It's very simple. Like though they given epoch milliseconds, you want to convert to seconds. What will do? Divided by 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 6. We have to divide. That's why we convert epoch milliseconds into seconds. Now, just example, they're giving in terms of nanoseconds. You're getting some huge value nanoseconds. You want to convert into seconds. What will do? They're giving the value in terms of nanoseconds. You want to convert into seconds. What you will do?
Divided by 10 to the power 9.
10 to the power 9. That's it. You can get in terms of seconds. Now, we will look at the day name. It's very simple. It's another function. Now, what the day name will do, right? It will going to extract the 3-letter day of week from the specified date or timestamp you have passed. Now, it's very simple. Like I'll give some example. Like though it's a day name, it will give Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, it will give a 3-letter day of week name. Okay, if you pass any timestamp or date, it will give. Now, what I'm doing is I'm passing one string. If you want to convert into date, you have to use
Two-date function.
two-date function. Though it's an example, I given timestamp is string. If you want to convert timestamp, what function you have to use? I given timestamp is string. If you want to convert timestamp, what function you have to use?
Two-date.
I'm asking timestamp. I given timestamp string. You want to convert timestamp. What function you have to use? Few minutes back, you said the answer. Very simple. Given a string, you want to convert into timestamp. What function we have to use? Any idea?
Two-date.
I'm asking about timestamp. I'm not asking about date. I'm asking about timestamp. Timestamp means year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds, and then microseconds will be there. See, I'm asking how to convert a string into timestamp.
Date.
Sujita Priya. If you want to convert a string into timestamp, what function you have to use? You want to convert timestamp, already I given timestamp as a string. Okay, just for example, you want to convert into a timestamp, what function you have to use?
To timestamp.
To timestamp you have to use. Okay, after converting to data to timestamp, I want to pass a function as a day name. Day name is nothing but it will give Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Okay, up to like which day of week it falls, it'll give the corresponding letter in three letters. Now, as per the 24401, it's a Monday. This is how you can do. The next one is I'm going to pass year timestamp. You can see, right, a string, year, month, date, and then I'm passing the hours and minutes. Now, what I want to use, I want to convert the string into timestamp. I'm using to timestamp, though NTS that I'm passing. What is NTS it? It's a, what is NTS it stands for? No time zone. No time zone. They are not specific any time zone here. Though I are given no timestamp. You want to convert any string into two timestamp, you can use two timestamp function. From that, I'm getting the day name. The day name will be for this date. It will be Tuesday. 4-1 means it's a Monday. 4-2 means it's a Tuesday. This is how you can able to get the day name. And then they see here they're creating on table. Table name is dates, and then they are having on date type, and then column name is D, and then they're trying to insert few values. 24, 01, 01, 01, 02. They are converting everything into a data type. They are doing the casting using colon. They are doing the casting, and then they're trying to insert the values. What they are doing is very simple. They are selecting this D column and then applying the day name function for this D column. And then you can see all the day of week in the three-letter words. 1, it's a Monday. 2 is your Tuesday. 3 is your Wednesday. 4 is a Thursday. 5 is a Friday. 6 is Saturday. 7 is Sunday. And 8 is going to be a Monday. This is how you can extract the day name. It's very, very important. Next one is extract function going to use. See, extract function is going to extract the specified date or time part from a date or time or timestamp. What it's saying is, if you want to extract some specified date or some time part, okay, some time part you want to extract, though the argument is applied as date or can pass, timer can pass, timestamp also can pass. Time means will contains only hours, minutes, seconds, and then milliseconds will contains. Timestamp means it contains both year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. It will have. Now, just what I want to do is I want to show how the extract function will work. I want to supply two arguments I can supply: date or time part. Which time part I required, that part I can pass, and then second expression I want to pass an expression. Expression means you can specify the column name. That column should contain the date or timestamp. Now, very simple. You already know the unit, right? Milliseconds, microseconds, and then nanoseconds. Okay, like milli is 10 power 3, micro is 10 power 6, nano is 10 power 9. Milli is 10 power 3 milliseconds. Micro means 10 power 6. Nanoseconds means 10 power 9. Now, it's very simple for you. I already said, right? First expression, you have to pass the part. Date or time part you can pass. Okay, now what I planning is I'm passing the date part as year. This is a part actually. Okay, I'm passing the part. You can use from. Okay, now we have two syntaxes you can see. As per the first syntax, you can pass any part you can pass. You can pass date part or time part you can pass from, and then you have to pass a column name that should contain the date or timestamp expression. Now it's very simple. You can see. First, what I'm doing is I'm passing the day part. Day means, sorry, date part, not day. It's a date part. Date part, we have the year, month, day will have, right? From that, I'm passing only one part called year, and then from, I'm converting the entire string into two timestamp. Now, I want to extract, what I want to extract? What I want to
Year.
extract? Year I want to extract. What date will be
Year.
output for us?
2024.
2024. This is how you can extract function you can use it. Okay. Normally string you can't able to apply extract. You want to convert it to timestamp and then only you can able to use the extract function. Now just it's very simple. What I want to do is I'm going to do the extract with versus decode. Okay, let's I'll say what's the decode, how the decode will work. First, I'm taking the system timestamp. System timestamp means the Snowflake, it will give exact today, current timestamp. What system timestamp will be there, right? They are hosting some environments at the time. The clock will be running, right? They will get the system timestamp from the Snowflake, and then what they are trying to extract. What they're trying to extract. What they're trying to extract. Sujita Priya.
Day of the week.
Day of week means it will give like one is a Monday, two is a Tuesday, 3 is Wednesday, 4 will give a Thursday, 5 is Friday, 6 is Saturday, 7 is Sunday. Like this, it will give the day of week. It will give in terms of numbers. What the decode function will do, right? Though you are in decode function, we have passed 3 arguments. One is using extract function, you are getting day of week. Then you will get some numbers 1, 2, 3, like this, you'll get the numbers. Second argument is applied as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I passed. Third argument is applied as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I passed. And then as per the current system timestamp, you will get some day of week. For example, I'm getting 5. What we'll do, right? After getting 5, we'll go on match with this 5. Okay. Both this 5 and this 5 are matched up. Then if it is Friday, what will be the current day of week?
Day.
Friday. This is how it will work. I'll show here. Just we'll give a try for this function alone. Snow side, go to SQL worksheet. See, a few things will be confusing for you. You have to practice these functions as well. Yeah, just go here and then choose a public schema. Now, what I want to do is just I want to show these things to you. Just I will put this function the below. I'm going to remove this decode part as of now. Now we want to see what kind of results we are getting from this extract day of week. Okay. Yeah, just put the bracket. Yeah. Now you can try to get the day of week. What day of week is now as per system date? It's going to be
1, sir.
1. Now, 1 is Monday. Now, what happened, right? This day of week is going to give 1. But second document is applied 1 as Monday, 2 as Tuesday. Now, this 1 and this 1 is going to match. It's going to give Monday for us. That's what the decode function will do. Decode function, you can supply 3 arguments. Okay, you can supply 3 arguments. You can supply. I pass 3 arguments, right? Now, just use a decode function. You can able to decode the value. What's the day of week now? Monday. Good. This is how you can do. This is how the extract function will work. Yeah, that's it. Now we'll go for hours. Very simple. Hours, minutes, seconds, and all. It's very simple. It's a straightforward function. Now we want to extract the corresponding time part from the specified time or timestamp value. See, mostly in the time or timestamp only, you'll get the hours, minutes, seconds. We're going to extract the corresponding time part from here. Time or timestamp value. Okay. Though I'm going to give like hours, minutes, seconds, and microseconds or milliseconds, I'm going to give. From that, I'm going to extract hour. If I want to extract hour, I want to use hour function. If I want to extract only minute, I can use minute function. If I want to extract only second, I can use second function. These are the very straightforward functions. You can use it. Actually, this syntax, you can pass only one expression you can pass. The column should contains time or timestamp expression. For minute, also you can pass time or timestamp expression. Second, also you can pass time or timestamp expression. These three functions, it's very similar, but you can extract hour, you can use hour function. If you want to extract minute, you can use minute function. If you want to extract second, you can use second function. Straight away going for demo. Now, what I'm doing is I'm having, what is this, Rita? Water highlighting. What is this? Whatever highlighting in the mouse pointer, what data type it belongs to.
Timestamp.
Whatever I'm highlighting, what data type it belongs to. Look carefully. Look carefully. What data type it belongs to. See the mouse pointer, whichever highlighted, right? I'm asking that part alone. What data type it belongs to. It's very confusing for you, right?
So it's a timestamp, sir.
Whatever highlighting is saying, whatever highlighting the mouse pointer, you can see the blue color, right? That part, what's the data type? What's the data type? See the box, the blue color box. It's a string or timestamp?
Timestamp, sir.
It's a string or timestamp. My question is, it's a string or timestamp?
Oh, it's in single quotes, so it's a string, sir.
It's a single quote, though it is string. After that, we are casting the timestamp, and then alias is tstamp. Now, what I'm doing is I'm passing this tstamp to the hour function, though it's going to give the hour for you. It will give 23 hours, minutes. I'm passing as 39 minutes, and second is 20 seconds. This is how you can use this function. It's very straightforward. Okay, like you can use the hour minute seconds if you want to extract it. It's one kind of extract function. You can extract it. Next one is last day. See, it's very straightforward one actually. It's going to return the last day of the specified date part for a data timestamp. What will do, right? It will going to give the last day for you. Okay, for example, if I give the timestamp, as a last day, it will give a 31. If the month is having 31, it's going to give 31. If the month is having 30, it's going to give 30 date for us. Okay, that's what I'm saying is it's going to give a specified date part for a data timestamp. You can pass date as an expression, type of expression, but it's going to give the last day of the month for the data timestamp. Now, if you see, right, I want to pass supply two arguments. One is a column called I should current data timestamp column, and then I want to pass the date part I want to supply. Just scroll down. Now, what I'm doing is I'm having one string. That string I'm converting into we have one string. I'm converting into Sujita, are you there? Though I have a timestamp, what I'm doing is converting into what finally data type using toDate function and converting into date type. You can see only 1558 will be there. Okay, you won't get any hours minutes seconds. Now from the timestamp you can getting the date. Now next one is I'm passing the last day of date. This date I'm supplying. This date is there, right? I'm supplying to this last day. Okay, it's going to give 2015 531. This is how it's going to work. Got it? 15 531. The next one is same example they given to us again. They're converting timestamp to date, and then they're supplying two arguments. One is they're passing the column, date column they're passing, and then another one is part. From the last date, what they want to extract is they want to the part is year. Okay, again you can see 2015 1231 1231. Now though I given year from that, once again, from that year, what will be the last date? So it's understood, right? See, last date function will going to give the last date for you. But here I given year. Okay. What will happen, right? For a corresponding year, what will last date? For a corresponding year, what will the last date? This is the last date, right?
2015.
20,
corresponding 31 12 to
2015 to 2015, 12, 31. This is going to last date. This is how you can able to find the last date of the year. Okay. If you are passing month, right, then what will happen? It will give the last month. Only 12th month will give. Okay. Like this, you can able to do it using the last day. Next one is month name. Okay, now you want to get the month. Okay, Jan, February, March, April, and then up to December, you have to get it. It's give the 3-letter word of the month name from the specified date or timestamp. It's very simple, straightforward. You have to pass date or timestamp expression column you have to supply. Then you'll give the month name for you. Now, what I'm doing is I'm giving the date. I'm converting into, I'm passing string converting into, I have one string.
to date.
Using toDate function, I'm doing a conversion. Okay, converting date. From the date, I'm getting the month name.
Month name.
The month name will be?
May, sir.
May month. Jan, February, March, April, May. 5th month is May month. Okay, same thing they did for timestamp. They're converting string to timestamp and then getting the month name. It's going to April for us. So it's 4th month. It's going to April. Now the next one is very simple. They are passing on D column. They are passing these different dates, and then they are trying to get the month name. Jan, February, March, April, up to December will get. Okay, these are the month name function. Next one is next day. It's very straightforward. It's going to give the next day for you. Okay. Now it's going to run the date of the first specified day of week. Okay, that occurs after the input date. A little bit tricky. Don't think like it's the next day. What it's going to do, right? It's going to return the date of the first specified day of week. Okay. Now, day of week is nothing but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. But it's going to return the day of the first specified day of week. Now, I'm giving today date. Today date is Friday. If I give next day, it has to give the next date of Friday. So is understood, right? I'm giving one date. Today is Friday. If I give next date of the date, it has to give next Friday date. Just assume that today is a Thursday. If I give next day in the inside, I'm giving some date, that is Thursday. Though it's the next day, it has to give the next Thursday date. Next Thursday date. Now, I'm supplying one date. Today is going to Wednesday. That date is going to Wednesday. If you are using next day, it has to give the next Wednesday date. This is how the next day will work. Now, what you have to pass is, you have to pass the date or timestamp column you have to pass, and then day of week string you have to pass. Okay, just it's very simple. I'm going to give you an example. Now, you can see I'm passing current date as today's date. Current date as today's date. Now, what I am doing is I am supplying this today date column in the next day as argument. I am passing Friday. I am passing Friday. What it has to give, right? It has to give the next Friday date. Next Friday date. It has to give. Now you can see, right? 12, just once again, today date is 12. Okay. Today date is 12. See, I'm,
12.
Yeah, today date is 12. But though you given Friday, what's giving here? It's giving the
next Friday date.
No, not next Friday date. See, today date is 12. Though you giving Friday. Next coming date is Friday, right? See, 12th is nothing but what we can say, it's a Wednesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, 12th is nothing but a Tuesday. Though I given Friday, what it's giving?
Friday's date.
Friday's date giving. If you are giving Saturday, what date it has to come here? If you're giving Saturday, 16 is to come, because what I'm doing is, though I am passing the part, Friday part, though the date can be any date, okay, just it's changing the next coming Friday. Okay, good. This is how you can work. Next one is previous day. Previous day is nothing but the opposite of next day. Previous day means you have to return the date of the first physical date of week that occurs before the input date. It's a similar like next day. It's a reverse process. Okay, previous day is reverse process. Now I will say, yeah, you have to say current date is 18/6/12. Current date is 6/12. Now I went Friday. Now from the 12, when it's going to Friday? Eight is going to be 8 is going to be
8 is going to be Friday.
Friday. It's going, though it's a previous day. Previous day means from the date you have to see before previous date of Friday. That date it has to give. That is called previous Friday. Got it. Next one is very simple, guys. I'm going to show the things. It's straightforward. You can see all are similar functions. You can see, right? All are very similar functions. Okay, it's very straightforward as well. If you want to extract year, day, week, or month, or quarter, you can use a function directly, and then you can pass a column name. You can pass date, you can pass a timestamp, you can pass, and then you can extract the year, day, week, and month. I'm going to show some examples. These are syntax. You can see, right? For year, you can pass data timestamp expression. For year of week ISO. International organization format, so you can able to extract it day of month, day of week, day of year, week of year, and then month, okay, and quarter. Now straight away going for examples. Now if you look at here, though I given the string as timestamp, converting into timestamp as tmst, from that I'm extracting year. Can you say if I use year function, what will be year for us? What will be the year? If I give year function, I want to extract the year.
2013.
2013. And then what is the quarter? What quarter it belongs to?
Second quarter.
Second quarter. What's the month? Month.
May month.
Yeah, no, nothing but I think just month is saying, right? No, it's a going number for us. Okay, month is going to be 5th month. Day? What day it is? What day it is?
Monday.
Hey, I'm asking numbers. Though it's a day, right? I'm not asking a day of week. I'm asking only day. What day it is?
8th day.
8th day. Day of month is? Now you can say day of month.
May month.
May month. Correct. Day of year?
2013.
2013. Okay, now you can see the results. Everything should be number. You're saying something. Day of year is going to 128. Day of year is going to be 128. I think they are calculated from 97, not day of year. Just once again, day of year is a little bit different. Just one check. Yeah, once again, day of year. Number of years. Number of years. It should be 1 to 366. Okay. That's going to be, this is how you can able to extract the functions. Like if you want to extract week or month or quarter, everything will be straightforward one. You can use these functions and you can able to extract these things. Okay, like yeah, I'll show one more example as well. See, week I'm extracting. Week is something but the first week. First week, right? First week, and then though it's a date is 2, right? Though it's the first week, and then week of ISO is going to 53rd week, and then week of year is going to be a 1. So it's the first year, and then year of week is 16, and the year of week ISO 15. Okay, this is how we can able to extract. See, ISO is not that much important, but you have to focus on the remaining things like year of week, day, day of month, day of year, week, month, and quarter. Now, the next subtopic we're going to see is addition and subtraction. Okay, in the date as well as timestamp, you can able to add the dates. Add the dates means the current, you're giving some date. From that date, you want to add one few dates, like you want to do some addition, you want to make a new date, you can add one. You can able to subtract the date as well using the addition and subtraction functions. This add month function is used to that yeah. Now we can able to add the you can able to add the months like as per the syntax. You can pass the date or timestamp expression. You can pass a column name that should contains date or timestamp expression, and then number of months you want to add. You can specify the months. Okay, from that month it will add those what are the number you're specifying, right? It will add those months as per the given date or timestamp expression. Now, straight away going for a example. Now, if you look at here, I am passing date as your string. I'm casting to, casting to, though it's a date, it's a string type. I'm casting to, Sujita, are you there? I'm casting to
Timestamp.
timestamp.
No time zone.
No time zone. And then what I'm doing is I want to add additional 2 months, just giving 2. From that from that timestamp specified, right? I want to add the 2, just to going to make it a 7. Though it's previously it's 5th month, now it's going to 7th month. And this is how you can able to do the add month. If you want to add a 3rd month, you can add 1 here. Now it's going to give 16,331. This add month will be very useful if you want to increment the months. Mostly, if you want to trigger job on a monthly basis, you can use the add month function, and then you can see I am giving -1 here. -1 means it's going to give from the 5th month, it's going to subtract. It's going to subtract. Now the month is
January.
See, I'm talking about the month. Though I given -1, though it's 5th month. Now the
fourth month.
It's a 4th month, like April month. Now the next one is date add. I'm going to add the specified value for a specified date or time part to the date or time or timestamp. What it's saying is, as per the given date, we can add additional dates as per the numbers we specified. Now this is syntax. You can pass date or time part, and then value you can pass, and then data time expression you can pass. Now, this is syntax. Now, straight away go for examples. First, what I'm doing is I'm converting string to date, or converting to string to data type. After data type, I'm going to pass date part. I'm going to pass the date part is something by year, and then I want to add 2 more dates. Just give 2, and then I'm converting a string into date, converting string into date type, and finally, now the month date is 8, right? Now, what will happen? Sorry, though the year is 22, month is 5, and day is 8. Though I given time part is year. Year I want to add. Year I want to add. The year I want to add. I'm asking you, in the year I want to add. What I want to add? Are you there? Are you with me? Are you with me?
2.
Yeah, I want to add the year plus 2. Now, what will be year now currently? What will be year now after adding plus 2?
2024.
2024. Okay, good. Now the next one is very simple. Now I want to subtract minus 2 from the year. What will be the year?
2020.
2020?
20.
2020. Okay, now next one is a date difference function. What we'll do, right? It will calculate the difference between two dates or two times or two timestamp. As per the, if you give two dates, right, we'll find the difference. If you pass two times, right, we'll find the difference. If you pass a timestamp, we'll find the difference. This is how it will work. It like a subtraction function. Now, what I want to do is I want to pass the date or time part. It can be a year or it can be a month. It can be day. I want to supply. Here I want to supply the column name that should be a data time column expression column. So another I want to give us data time expression 2 column because I want to subtract, right? Just instead of going for example. Now, if you look at the example, I'm passing the date part. Date part is nothing but a year, and then I'm giving two dates or a string and converting timestamp, and then converting to timestamp conversion I did, and then I'm finding the difference between the two timestamps. Now, though its date part is going to year, it will find that how much difference between the years. Now it's 20 and 23. The difference of year is
3 years.
3 years. Now you see 2023 and minus 2022. Okay, though I given the date part as year. Based on that, it will find the difference. Now the next example is very simple. Now I want to extract the hour. I want to extract the hour between the two timestamps. First, what I'm doing is converting the string to timestamp data type, and then from the date add, what I'm doing is here from the date add, from the year, I'm adding 2 years. Now, what will be the year now? For this function, what will be the year now? What are highlighting, right?
2023.
I'm asking the date add function results. Date add, though the time part is year, I'm adding 2 years. What will be the year now?
2025.
2025. From the 2025, I want to subtract 2023 using date difference function. Now you can see it's though it's going, I given hour, right? It's going to calculate how many hours between this 25 and 23, how many hours were there. That's why it's giving huge number for you. Though the years 2025 and then years 2023, between the 2 years, how many hours will be the difference hours? That's why you can see here. Next one is very simple, like just they're selecting the columns, and then they're applying the transformation date diff, and then they're passing the date part of the year, and then passing the column 1, column 2, and then same thing, they're finding time part as month and day, and then finding the results we can able to see here. You can see the difference of years. Difference of years will be 0 years because 15, 15. And then here you can see 15, 16. Difference will be 1, 16, 17. Difference will be 1, 16, 16. Difference will be 0. And then difference of months you can see. Difference of days you can see. As well as difference of day via minus. Thing also you can able to see. They're directly subtracting column 2 minus column 1, they are converting into date type, and then they're subtracting, they can able to find the number of days, difference of days between the years. Between this year and this year, they are finding the number of days, how much days they have. Now the next one is months between. All are very similar. Okay. Now it will calculate the number of months between the two dates or timestamp values. For this, you have to pass the date expression 1 and date expression 2. You have to pass two columns. Both columns should have a date values. Then you can find the difference between the months. How many months between the two dates? You can able to find it. Now, straight away going for example, now you can see, right, months between. I am changing the string to and to string to. I'm changing
Timestamp.
timestamp and changing string to timestamp, and then finding the months between. Now it will give the months for us. Though year and year will be same. Though it's a 1 month, right? I am finally rounding of value to 1. The round function will round to the nearest value, though I'm making us 1. If the input value is null, right, the result also will be null for us. This is how we can calculate the months between. Months between means find the difference between the two dates or two timestamps we can able to do. Now you can see 1.00 is there, right? In order to avoid this 00, what function we can use? Few minutes back I said. In order to avoid this scale factor, what function we can use? Few minutes back, like 3 seconds back, I said this results to you. Sorry, answers to you. See, months between giving some float values. I want to get only 1. What function we can use? What function we can use?
Round.
Round. It will be round to the nearest value. That's why it's making 1. Using round function, you can able to make it 1. Here also can make it 1. Here that's not round. That's why giving in the floating values it's giving. Okay, float or double values it's getting. Same thing you can see all are getting in the float values. In order to get the exact value, what do you have to do? In order to get the exact nearest value, what function we have to use? I'm asking to you, all are getting the float values. In order to get the exact value, round function we have to use. Okay. The next one is very simple, time at like we're going to add that specified value for specific date or time part of the time part or date or time or timestamp. You're going to add specified value for the specific date. Now you can pass 3 arguments. One is date or time part you can pass, and then value you can pass, and then date or time expression. The column should have your date or timestamp value. Okay. Now I'm going to show the time add function. Time add function is very simple. First, what I am doing is I am changing the string to date type, and then I'm keeping the original date. Now, what I'm going to do is the date add function is there, right? I'm going to pass the date part as year, and then I want to give it 2. And then what it will do na? In the date add function, it's going to add the 2 more years. Though it's 22, it's going to give 24. The same thing you have to apply for the time add function. I think the time add function, they're not given anything here. You have to replace, instead of date add, you can give time add. You can give some timestamp value. Instead of 2 date, you can give 2 timestamp. And then what we can do is you can give the year, and then if you give 2 means it will change from 22 to 24. Next one is same thing. Similar like date difference, time difference will be same. We have to pass 3 arguments. One is the date time part. You can pass year, month, day, you can pass. And then you can pass expression 1 and expression 2 you can pass. You can find the difference between the 2 dates or 2 timestamps. You can find the difference. Now, I'm going for example. Now you can see time difference. I'm passing year. Okay, I have given the 2 dates. From the dates, I'm able to find the difference. The difference is going to be 2 years. So 17, it's going to be 19, 2 years. This is how you can use a time difference to find the like how many months, or because I given the month here. If I given year, it will give the year for us. The year is going to 0. Though I given month, it's going to find the month around like 11 months difference is there. Next one is a timestamp add. It's similar. Okay, I don't want to focus much on these things because if you know time add, right, the same thing timestamp add will be there. Same thing, you have to supply the date time part, time value can supply, and then you can supply the column should contain date or time expression columns. Now you can see, right, similar date add it is. Now timestamp add they are not provided. Okay, because it's very similar. That's why I'm not given these things. And I'm not able to see any timestamp add. The one thing I want to say is, instead of date add, you can use a timestamp add. You can pass the date part. You can put the number of values, and then you can put two timestamp, and then you can give the timestamp values like year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. You can give it, and then you can use timestamp add. You can able to add the hours, add the minutes, add the seconds. Instead of year, you can give hours. And then you can give minutes. You can add if you want to add the minutes. If you want to add the seconds, you can give seconds here, and then you can do it. The same thing will be followed here. Okay. Now we're going to see the conversion functions in the date as well as timestamp. If you want to convert a string value, for example, I given 20240517. It's a string, though it's in single quotes. If I want to convert into date, I can go for the toDate function. If you want to convert a string value to time data type, you can use toTime. Now, first one, we're going to see the conversion function to nothing but toDate. If you are using any varchar expressions, like a string, I'm saying it's varchar expressions. If you want to convert string to date, then you can go for toDate. ToDate and date both are same. You can use any one of this. You can use toDate function or you can use date function. And then if it's having any null value to this function, if you're passing any null value to this toDate function, it will give a null value for you. Okay. Now, one more function we have, try to date. Try to date will be there. Okay. It's nothing but here, if any of the exception has occurred while converting string to date, it won't throw any error. It will return only 0. That's why we are using try to date. If you are trying to convert any of string to date, if you are facing any exceptions, it won't throw any error. It will return only 0. That's why we can use try to date. Both are same. Try to date, toDate, date function also you can use. A date function and toDate function can't be able to handle the exception handling, but try to date function we can able to handle the exception handling. Now the next one is I want to show how the toDate works. If you look at below, they're given some examples. Now you have to say this one is string or date. The highlighted one is string or date. The highlighted one is string or
String,
date.
sir, string.
It's a string. Okay, we can convert this varchar expression. We are converting varchar expression to date. Now it's going to give the date type for us to like a year, month, day. The same thing, you can pass the varchar expression to a date function. You can get a same value. You can use toDate or you can use. We can use toDate or we can use
Date.
Date we can use. Now the next one is very simple. I'm getting on table, date from timestamp, and then I'm inserting some timestamp values as per this format, year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. Now, this is the actual table you are seeing now. If I want to convert this timestamp into date, right, I can go for toDate function. If you convert timestamp to toDate, what will happen? It will be truncated. The hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds will truncate. Only will get the date. From the timestamp, you can get the date. From date, you can get a timestamp using two timestamp function. If you're converting date to timestamp, right, what will happen? If you convert timestamp, you can see the hours is 0, minutes is 0, milliseconds is 0. Okay, this is how you can convert a timestamp to date. Now what happens? The hours and minutes and seconds are truncated. You're getting only the date. Good. Good. Next one is same thing for time function. You can pass any other varchar expressions or string expressions to time. Straight away going for the examples. It's very simple. If you see, right, these are string expressions, hour, minutes, seconds, and converted time. These also a string expression convert time. You can use two time, or we can use two time function, or we can use what function you can use?
Times.
Time function. We're going to give the hours, minutes, seconds. The same example I can show here. If you want to change any of the format, right? If you need a 24-hour format, you can give HH24, MI7 minutes, S stands for seconds. Now automatically will convert into 24-hour format. It'll give 11:15:000. You can give the format as well. Which format you're looking for after conversion of time. Though it is string value, after conversion, what format the time you're expecting. That format also you can able to provide. Okay, this is a simple example. How to convert string to timestamp. How to convert time. These are the functions you can use, and then you can pass this value. Okay, they're given in terms of seconds, milliseconds, microseconds, and nanoseconds. These are the values they're given to us. One is the description. Another column is going to value for us. Okay, I'm passing the value from that value, right? From the seconds, milliseconds, microseconds, nanoseconds, I'm converting into timestamp. You can see, right? I convert into timestamp. This is a timestamp for us. For this value, for this seconds, this is a timestamp. 1971, hour 0, minute 0, and seconds is going to 1 for us. For this milliseconds, this is a year and month and day. Okay, this for microseconds, this is a year, month, date. For this nanoseconds, this is a year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, this is how we can able to calculate the timestamp, and then you can calculate time as well. Okay, time means you'll get only hours, minutes, seconds. Now, these are all the conversion functions. If you want to convert string into date, you can use toDate. Okay, and then if you want to convert timestamp to date, you can use toDate. If you want to convert the string into time, you can use toTime. Okay, and then if you want to convert timestamp, you can use toTimestamp. You can use. Now, you can see LTS stands for local time zone. NTZ stands for NTZ stands for LT stands for local time zone. NTZ stands for Sujita, I'm asking you. NT stands for
No time zone.
no time zone. T stands for
Time zone.
time zone. Okay, now we're going to see the local time zone. Local time zone means local time. Okay, going to set. Now what we have to do is very simple. For two timestamp two timestamp local time zone. First we'll click on this. It will go to the LTZ. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you want to set any local time zone, right, first thing what we have to do is we have to alter the session first. After alter session, we have to set the time zone. I want to set my local time zone, America, Los Angeles timestamp I have to set. Okay, now what I'm doing is you can change any of the local time zone. You can India, Calcutta, you can change. You can put India here. You can put Calcutta here. You can put India and New Delhi. Okay, you can set any local time zone for that session alone, not for entire Snowflake account. It's only for the current session. You can use this command and then you can set the time zone. It will be a LTZ. Now, what I'm doing is I'm passing one string value, year, month, date, hour, minute, seconds. I'm converting into time zone. If you want to convert into local time zone, you can put LTZ. If you don't need any time zone, you can put NTZ. Okay, just I'm copying this one. Now you can see the difference. Okay, now convert time zone. As per time zone, it will give the time for us. That's called TZ. Now see, date is 5, Date is what it's yeah, date is 5 and 4th month, and then minutes is 1, hours is 1, minutes is 2, second is 3. It's giving -1 difference. How many hours difference is there when compared to GMT? When compared to GMT, how many hours difference is there? When compared to GMT, how many hours difference are there?
7 hours. 7 hours, sir.
7 hours difference is there compared to GMT. Okay, now if you want to change to LTZ, you can able to change LTZ, local time zone. Okay, LTZ, make it the LTZ. Now you can use the local time zone as per the American Los Angeles. Okay, you'll get same time. Okay, because setting the session right, and then no time zone means you won't get the time. Yeah, now I'm getting the no time zone. Now see the difference, the results. Now you can see there's no difference, right? You can see the minus 7.00. That's no 7 difference because we are giving no time zone. When it won't compare with GMT, it will give only the year, month, date, hours, minutes, seconds. This is how you can able to find the time step for local time zone, no time zone, and time zone. If you want to find the local time zone, you have to set this time zone for the current session. You can add a session and then you can put your country and then you can put the state. First one is country, second is one is state. You can set your local time zone. Now this is how they are able to get the values. If you want to get the time zone in this format like month, year, month, month, and then date, year, hours, 24 format, minutes, seconds, you can provide one more optional argument called format. In the format, you can specify all the values. As per the format, you can able to display the data. As per the format, you can able to display the data. You can give the format as well. Which format you're looking for? You're looking for any hyphen format or slash format. As per the format, you will get the data. Now you can see, as per the format, you are getting the data. Good. See, the same thing. Okay, the difference between try and two is if any exception is occurring while doing conversion, or conversion to date, conversion timestamp, conversion to local timestamp, any exception occurred, it will give the value as 0. Instead of throwing any exception, it will give the value as only 0. If any exception occurred, then it will return the value 0. It's similar to timestamp, but we are handling the exceptions in the try block. And then if any exception handled, it's going to give the value for you. Sorry, it's not going to return 0 value. It's going to return null value for you. It's going to return null value instead of raising error. Okay, I made a blunder mistake. If you are using try to timestamp, it's going to convert timestamp. Any exception that occurred, it's going to give a null value instead of raising an error. So the what value is going to give? If you use try to timestamp, if you are getting some exceptions, what value it's going to return? If you are converting string value to timestamp, while conversion you are facing some errors, what value it's going to return?
Timestamp, sir.
I'm saying that while conversion is having some exception. After exception occurred, right? It's not going to throw an exception because we are using try, right? It is going to return one value. What's the value? While conversion having some errors or some exceptions.
Sorry.
At that time, what value this function will return? Return here null value.
Null value. Oh.
Instead of raising error. You have to keep in mind, okay, this is how the conversion functions will work. Okay, for converted date, you can use 2date. For converted time, you can use 2time. For converted date, you can data also you can use. For converting time, you can use 2time or time you can use. For converted timestamp, string to timestamp, you can use 2 timestamp. And if I want to convert to any corresponding zones, local time zone, no time zone, and then the try to date mostly will do the date conversion. If any exception occurred, it will return null value instead of raising error. That's it. Now the next one is we're going to see a truncation part. Now it's very important. Date truncation, it's majorly used in the transformations. Now we're going to see the date truncation. It's very important. The date truncate, what it's going to do is it's going to truncate the date, time, and timestamp value to a specific precision. Okay. It will going to just truncate the value of the date, time, timestamp value to specific precision. For example, if I putting the quarter, right? If I putting truncating a timestamp down to a quarter, I get some timestamp. I want to truncate the timestamp down to quarter. What will happen, right? It's going to return here midnight of the first day of the original timestamp quarter. The first quarter, it's going to give the midnight date and time it's going to give. The first quarter is January, right? First quarter January is going to give January 1, 12, 0000. Okay, that's what it's going to give. The truncate function is going to give. Now we're going to see the various date truncate functions. Now, just I'll straight go here. So it's for you. Okay, now we have one column called my date. This is the actual value. Look at here, 2459. 2459. If I apply date truncate function inside a past year, right? Inside a past year, this entire year will be truncated. Truncated means it'll give the same year, but what month it's giving for us? What month is giving for us?
First quarter.
First month.
January.
January month, because we're giving here, because a truncation are doing for year. Year means it'll give the midnight. Midnight means on the first day, January 1, it'll give. Now the next column we're going to see month. I'm going to truncate based on month. I'm going to truncate based on month, based on this data. Now you might have a question. Though I'm truncating on month, it should come like 1. It won't come 1. Though you're truncating based on month, because I given an exact month, right? It will take to the first day of the month. You can see, right? 24,501. This is the first day of the month, right? For 5th month, this is the first day, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what date truncation month. Now, date truncate for a week. Now you should listen very carefully. Based on this date, we have to do the truncation. 2459. Okay, now you are getting 2456 getting. Now, this 9 is considered as Wednesday. 9 is considered as Wednesday. Now, it has to truncate to Monday, right? That's the first day, right? Monday is the first day for that week. Monday
Yes,
is the,
Monday.
that's why you are getting 2456. Because I given week based on date truncation based on the week. Now, date truncation based on the day. Now you're seeing, right? 2459. This is the actual date I'm giving here. Now, what I'm getting here? Truncated day. Truncated day means, just once again, what I given here is, yeah, 9. Same day I'll get. Okay, because I'm truncating based on day only. On the same day I'll get. Because only I'm doing a day truncation, same day I'll get. Okay. But see the difference for year. If you're giving year, it will give the same year, but it will take to the first January month. If you are giving month, right, what we'll do for the corresponding month, it will go to the first day. Okay, if you're giving week, it will truncate to the Monday date. Okay, if you are giving truncate based on date, it will give the same date. We are doing the day 1, right? Give the same date for us. Now the next one is I want to show date truncation based on minute. Now this is the minute I given. based on the minute I'm doing truncation, I'll get the same minutes, but seconds is what happened to seconds?
0, 0.
Truncated. Seconds
Yeah.
is truncated.
Truncated.
Came to 0. Okay. Now, if you look at the timestamp, we have truncation. For what I'm giving is this is the actual timestamp for me. Based on the input, I'm going to do the truncation based on hour. If I doing for hour, what will happen, right? I'll get the exact hour, the remaining minutes, seconds, and milliseconds got truncated. Next, if I give minute, I'll get the hour and minute exactly. What will happen? Seconds and milliseconds got
Truncated, sir.
truncated. Next one is again. Now look at the difference. I'll get the hours, minutes, seconds, but milliseconds got. See, I'm getting the exact hour, minutes, seconds. See, right? 8:50, 57. But milliseconds got
Truncated.
This is what you can do the date truncation. You can do for the date as well as you can do for the time stamp as well. Okay, now the next one is going to see the trunc function. Trunc function nothing but truncate, mostly used for the date, timestamp value for the specific position. Already I discussed this thing. Okay, anyhow, I want to show this thing. If you are using a truncate for the date or time, it will go to the midnight of the first day of the original timestamp quarter. That's what the truncate function will do. If you are truncate for a time, it will go to the midnight of the first day of the original timestamp quarter. Now, straight away going for examples or truncate function. Now, just we will see the example directly. Now, first one is, this one is a date column. Okay, you see, right? Date column, 2059. What I am doing is, I'm using trunc function based on the year. Trunc function based on the year in the sense, I'll get the 2024. What I'm getting? I'm getting the first month of January. First month of January getting, because I'm truncating based on the year. Sujita, it's clear, right? Though I'm giving year.
Yes, sir.
Next, if I give a month, right, what will happen? It will give 240501. Same thing. How the day truncation happened, right? The same thing will go for the trunk as well. Same thing it's doing for month. Okay, if I give month, what will happen, right? For a corresponding month, it go to the first day. If I do for the day, it will give same thing for me. How we did the day truncation, same thing will happen. Now we are going for the minutes. I'm doing the truncation for the minutes. Now what happens is, I'll get the hours, minutes as it is, and then minutes got truncated. Minutes got truncated. Now, last example we're going to see, okay, for session. Now we're going to see the timestamp. This is the exact timestamp we have. We're going to apply the truncate function for the hours, minutes, and seconds. If we give hours, the 8 will become as it is. The remaining minutes, seconds, and milliseconds got truncated. You can see, right? Milliseconds got truncated. Next, if we give minutes, what will happen? You will get the hours, minutes will get. Seconds and milliseconds got truncated. Next, if we give seconds, what happens? Up to seconds will get, milliseconds will got truncated. This is how you can use this function. The date trunc function and trunc function are very, very powerful. And the conversions also will be very powerful while doing conversion from varchar to day data type or timestamp data type. You can use it. We can use local time zone, no time zone, depends on the use cases. You can use it. I'm going to close session right now.